So a way we could pay off the national debt, I'm not even joking, we could have this done in about 10 years, is essentially you'd have work programs. It could be civilian conservation corps type of New Deal type of stuff. I'm not that Keynesian about it, but my point is, instead of sending millions of young adults, adult children, high school graduates to college where they go and they pay tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars for a completely worthless degree, why not save the cumulatively, what was it, like 70 grand? And you throw in living costs, probably over 100 grand, 25 grand a year. Save that money. And also then repurpose the labor. Like you get two birds with one stone. One, you save the money. And two, we repurpose the labor where young men and women go out into like work corps kind of thing, except not as lame. They're actually work corps. It was under Clinton. We're like, okay, we need to build this road. We need to build houses. You could have construction crews starting to build homes. I know this is very Soviet era like. I just hear me out. I'm not saying we would do it exactly that way. But if instead of 85, 90%, I do mean that 85, 95, 90% of young men and women going to school today for college, wasting their time. You are wasting your time. About 85 to 90% of the college degrees conferred are a waste. They have no value. They don't help you with employability. And no, you don't get well rounded. Just go read a book at the library for free then. And boy, that could even be the thing where, okay, you could choose to go to college or you can have a house. You could build your house in 4 years. And there'd be like construction people that would help manage and do the majority of the work. This would solve a lot of our financial problems. A lot. We would tangibly increase our standards of living. The housing crisis would be eliminated if we so chose to have a veritable army of millions of people every year build their own fucking homes. Don't listen to me. I'm no economist. I'm going to go get a degree in literature. Strong, independent I are. There is a tremendous waste of resources. However, because I will say the boomers, and yes, it is that we're going to keep saying it. I don't care, man, you keep blaming the boomers a lot. Well, there's a lot for them to blame for. Having this ridiculous, and I would say evil and incredibly short-sighted, lie, canard, bullshit requirement that in order to have a living wage, you must have a college degree. And even then, if you don't get the right college degree, you will not get paid a living wage. And so I don't know why they did it. I know a lot of reasons, many, but they don't add up enough for me to be convinced that's why they did it. Were they just lazy and they're like, well, we don't want to look for resumes. Ooh, you have a college degree. All right, we'll consider you now. I don't know if it was to avoid the IQ tests. I don't know why we got to go to college. Oh my God. Just to get an entry level job and not a guaranteed living wage or income. I don't know why they did it, but they did. And thankfully, people are starting to get a little more wise and intelligent. Thankfully, younger people like, nah, especially the boys. You boys like dropping out. Like, no, we're not going to college. That's a bullshit waste of that. We're not doing that. However, still a fair amount of you, especially you girls, are believing the lie. Still going to school for bullshit reasons. But even if you don't go to school for a bullshit reason, you have to go and take bullshit courses. The first 2 years of your courses are essentially a welfare jobs program for social science majors, art majors, worthless people that we employ in colleges. So with their master's degree in whatever, Guatemalan 13th century history degrees, they go get paid their $20 an hour and they tell you about how white men suck. I thought this was Guatemalan history in the 13th century. Yeah, but we're going to talk about how white men suck. They weren't even around in the 1300s. Well, they were, and in hateful spirit. You got to take all these worthless courses. And instead of wasting your precious time writing papers about bullshit that will never serve you, or building half a house. Like in the 2 years, you do know in the 2 years that you have to go and pay these worthless people to make believe they're academics or intelligent people. You could have had half a house bill, pretty nice one too. You got to write these papers. You got to do homework. So it's insulting how after kindergarten through 12, yeah, do your homework. Do your homework. Fuck you. You still got to do homework because we're not going to give you a job. And so many companies have arisen to where you can outsource not your homework so much as your papers, and academic composition is one of them. Alex has been a long time sponsor of the show. And it's coming up on final season. It's still about a month off, month and change, probably more midterms, but it's coming up. And if you don't want to write your papers on why Marx's dick was the best, prettiest dick ever, and we should all suck it, maybe consider hiring academic composition to write your papers for you. I cannot, well, it's not even my endorsement. This isn't my endorsement, but do you know the number of professors and people who have master's degrees who now work in academia that use these type of services, including academic composition? When your own professors use them to get masters and doctorates, one, it kind of makes the circular argument or the reference with moot, where it's like, oh, that's academic fraud. Oh, you mean like half the fucking professors? Or the entire, what's the sociology department? That's all fraud right there. It's bullshit. Like I said, people are starting to realize college is bullshit. Harvard, oh my God, all the academic fraud going on there. What did the lady get? She still got her pay, right? She still got her salary. What was it, $500,000 a year? I don't know. Anyway, if you're going to go down this route and play this stupid fucking game, which a lot of times is forced upon you, consider making it easier on yourself. Consider getting academic composition. Now, if you're like legit and you're like you're becoming a doctor, okay, we don't want you getting busted out of medical school. Don't commit academic fraud. If you're an engineer, okay, fine. Accounting, yeah. But especially, you know who would be perfect for this? Your fuckwitted boomer employers like, oh, we need an MBA before you get promoted. Okay. Are you going to pay me to go get my MBA? No. Are you going to pay for my labor and time to go to the class and study, do homework? No. Well, fuck you. Does the job really require an MBA? Or are you just the small dick boomer who needs to have an MBA before you promote anyone? The latter. Well, fuck you. Be the perfect case for academic composition. So there you go. Yeah, Bert. I can't explain. Teachers are worthless. Teachers are horrible. They're worthless. Yeah, all of you are realizing just how worthless it is. Bert again. Glad my algorithm brought me here. Another Minnesota refugee here. Yeah, get out of Minnesota. So there you go. Academiccomposition.com. I have a link below. Save yourself the time. Save yourself the money. I think MBAs, like forced MBA dude bros, like you had to do it. Why is the internet down? All right, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.